go into Lowell prison and get a little Boone crazy. Get our Boone's farm out. I know it's only 8:24 a.m., but it's always 5 a.m. somewhere for Sarah Boone, right? So let's get our Boone's farm out, our virtual. It's okay if you have coffee or whatever. And I know it's like 5 a.m. somewhere. I know like we get a lot of, I'm in the United States in Florida, but I know we get a lot of people from across the pond that tune in. So I'm sure it's 5 p.m. there. So get your Boone's Farm out for us. Hello, Carolina. Oh, I didn't know that you liked the Boone, the Sarah Boone, that you like to visit Lowell Prison with Sarah Boone. Today we're going to talk about the ants in her pants. I like Jumpsuit Pablo, and he has been covering Sarah Boone recently, which has been a dream for me, right? And so we're going to look at her recent prison call where she talks about ants, fire ants eating her hair off. And I've got a few other things. We're going to pop over to Facebook and look into the groups over there. I like going, see, it's so funny because when I cover the, well, it's probably because the hidden true crime isn't as big as Sarah Boone. So, but when I go into like hidden true crime, I like to go over to Reddit. But when I go into Sarah Boone, I like the Facebook groups. So, anyway, we're going to go over to Facebook. Also, wanted to take a look at Sarah Boone's early years, back when maybe she was a bit more normal, if she was ever normal. But I have some of those things. Today we're coming to you on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So if you could just, start that algorithm dance party and just warm up your fingers and dance them right up to the hearts and thumbs up button. Show us a little love. It's just a free way to help me out, and it's really, really appreciated. 5:25 a.m. in California. I absolutely love to hear about everything Sarah Boone, diehard fan. Woot woot. Well, you're just a delight, Carolina. Mm. It must like feel good to like everybody in all the chats, like in every creator's chat. It must, people know you as a good person and they shout you out, and that like you're like the norm, for lack of a better word, of the true crime, and everyone just like shouts out your name, and it's because you're so sweet. It's really nice. So it must be feel really good to have people think so highly of you. It would make me feel good, at least. Okay, guys, so happy Friday. It is Florida Women Friday. Let me get my screen all situated and get it all together. I found this over in the one of the Facebook groups, and it cracked me up. It fits so well. I am a week late on getting this out. I prepared it last week because this is kind of when it dropped last week. So, like everyone was talking about the ants in the in her hair and in her cell and stuff, and so a lot of people made some AI generated posts. That's really funny to me. Okay. I have to share my screen. Okay, so for those that don't know about the Sarah Boone, I pulled up one of my old clips. This was when Lindsay from the Lindsay Show joined me. Lindsay was in Lowell prison at one point, so I've had her on the show a few times to talk about her experiences. And this was me explaining the Sarah Boone case to her. So, Sarah Boone, the Florida woman convicted of killing her boyfriend in February of 2020 by locking him inside a suitcase, has been transferred from the Orange County Jail to a Florida prison. A 6-person jury convicted her of second-degree murder in October 2024, and she was later sentenced to life in prison. This is the crazy part. And, people think that when I say this, that I'm saying that she shouldn't, like, I don't think she should be in prison for life. I'm just saying that she was offered a 15-year plea deal and she didn't have to be. So, yeah, she didn't have to. It's like all her doing.
Look up Sarah Boone, and it looks like Sarah Boone was sentenced to life in prison without parole. So I don't know what they're talking about. And it was just for second degree. She didn't have, it didn't have to go down that way. That's, yeah. So I don't know what she's talking about, her prison release. And I did look up Sarah.
And I think I figured that one out. I think just every prisoner, even if every prisoner that has a life sentence has to, um, just have eternal hope that they'll one day get out. And I mean, I guess it works for some because look what happened to Scott Peterson. He's off death row and he hasn't gotten out yet, but I believe he's probably going to get a new trial at some point. I really do. Um, whether I think I don't know. I don't like it would be very interesting to know that new evidence if he does, but you know what I mean? It's just I guess hope springs eternal for every lifer is what I'm saying. And when I don't think it's anything. Sarah thought that just because the secondary murder sentence in Florida was 23 to 25 years in prison, Judge Kranick would automatically sentence. I guess so. I mean, I don't. Do you think he didn't explain it to her? I mean, she was offered that 15-year. And I can't imagine rolling the dice like that for a life sentence. Like, I would not risk it for a life sentence. But Sarah's got some mental health concerns. Hi, Crystal33. Maybe she didn't listen. I'm surprised. I think if that happened, I think she would have called that out by now. Like, right, she would have said, well, he never explained that to me. Although, I mean, she's having a hard time getting a lawyer again. So there's that. There's that. So Jumpsuit Pablo is an ex inmate. He did 10 years in, I get it wrong, it's either North Carolina or South Carolina prison. The one where Alex Murdaugh is in. And is in. Yeah, he got out I think just before Alex went in and he started covering it, and that's how he people came to know him. But he likes to cover Sarah Boone and he's funny, and so I like to watch him. So we're gonna take a peek at his coverage of Sarah Boone's excuse me, hair chewed off by fire ants in the cell.
Welcome back.
So what we do here is everything that we view, I will put over in the YouTube show notes. I do it to cite our sources and for fair use. If you want to take a look at it or watch it without my commentary, you can just look for it over in the show notes. Aw, thank you. Thank you. If I feel up to it, I'm gonna cover the hidden true crime. I want to go over the recent interview Hella did with Lori. If I feel like it. If not, we'll do that tomorrow. I don't know how some creators do multiple lives in a day. It takes a lot out of me to get it together and present it to you guys, and then afterwards I just like have to decompress for the rest of the day. But I guess it's my mental, they don't have the mental health struggles that I do. A feud between Sarah and her hair, most likely. Her hair has filed for temporary restraining order, but has no plans to do a 9.5 hour live, right? Right. But it was amazing to me when Dr. John, when he was defending our Sarah Boone, she should write to him and see if he could help her get an appeal going somehow. He said in his review that she grew in those 4 to 5 years that she was sitting in the Orlando jail. I mean, come on. She grew? Not even her hair grew. I think it shrunk. Did I find your live? Just nope. I'm just beginning. I haven't even. Well, I haven't even started. We haven't even gotten into it. So you're just in time. Okay, so this is jumpsuit. I will stop and start things, talk over it. I do it for fair use, but everything will be in the YouTube show notes.
Everybody, we have about 3 new Sarah Boone phone call videos released over there on the YouTube channel, The Third Rail. Make sure you go check them out if you want to hear and kind of catch up on these phone calls without my commentary.
Yep, the Boone roasting has just begun.
And everything. But today we're going to be reacting to the oldest of the 3 that I haven't heard yet. And then we'll keep it going. So let's see what's going on over there in Sarah Boone's little prison cell. Let's get started.
Hopefully ants are gnawing off her hair. I know that didn't happen, but I just think it's really funny.
Hair ants? I'm not even 20 seconds into this. Oh my gosh. What is she battling? Fire ants?
Yeah, I went too far. Hold on. Nope, too far. There.
California. In today's call, Sarah battles fire ants and prison regulations. We believe
I had to read my intro a few times because it just really cracks me up that our Sarah's battling fire ants. Couldn't have happened to a better person.
I'm not even 20 seconds into this. Oh my gosh. What is she battling? Fire ants? What's next? A horde of gnats? This has to be a gang, a women's prison gang who call themselves the Fire Ants. Maybe all the orange-haired ginger women like clicked up to protect themselves and called themselves the Fire Ants.
They're probably the ones that kicked her out of Bible study.
Maybe they're all aunts to nephews. You know, everyone. All the women in there who have a nephew. You know, we're the ants, the Fire Ants. You know, this has to be a prison gang. There's no way that Sarah Boone is on here talking about, well, I'm battling, inmates and just prison rules and injustice. And, oh, yeah, there's a horde of fire ants nipping at my toes every night. This is ridiculous already.
Believe that these calls raise interesting questions about the justice system, incarceration, and offers unique insight into Sarah's mental health. Let's dive in.
Yeah, there's enough insight to her mental health, right? That she's beefing with insects. That's what's going on with her mental health.
Trying to pull at the heartstrings for anything, right? It's fire ants. It's needing medicated sticky buns. We'll never forget that. Who can forget when she said in her interview that she was having problems, that she needed those medicated honey buns.
When you indicate here that you have a estimated food expense as of May of 2025 of $250, what is that for?
That is for my low blood sugar, which the petitioner is aware that I have ongoing. I need to maintain my blood sugar. My grandfather died of diabetes, and I have to maintain that with snacks and in between meals. Some of the meals are...
Now, I hate to stereotype anybody, particularly a fellow sister, but I would like to imagine that Judge Jackson has some diabetics in her family. I could be wrong. Like I said, I hate to stereotype. Even if she doesn't, I think we all know snacks are not what you use to manage your blood sugar. I don't know what her granddaddy had, but I'm pretty sure honey buns was not what the doctor prescribed. But she's going to call them medical snacks, medical later. So just. She said,
Okay, so she had the balls to call them medical snacks. Over in the Reddit forum, somebody did pull up pre-diabetes food list, and we can see on the foods you can enjoy and the foods that you can avoid. These processed foods are directly over here. These medicated honey buns. I am positive would not fall over in the fruits or the low-fat dairy or the healthy snacks. I see them over here in the processed food. So we know Sarah Boone's storytelling abilities are a little skewed.
What's that? Yeah, me and a cockroach got to throwing fist yesterday. I caught him good, though.
An inmate at a Florida Department of Corrections institution.
Hi, where are you guys?
Happy Sunday. I'm just driving around right now, leaving a meeting. I'm back home.
Oh, so you are back?
I'm back.
Yeah, Nicole said that you guys were traveling, so that's why I kind of just let you be so you guys could do what
Hasn't she broken up with this guy? Aren't they? I think this is one of her supporters that she has parted ways with, and they said, "Oh, by the way, we never believed you." So I think Sarah Boone's looking for some new besties. If there's anybody out there desperate that wants to write to her, maybe you could be her new sugar mama or daddy.
got to do.
How thoughtful.
Traveling. I'm back.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Just busy. How are you doing? Get your stuff in?
What do you mean?
Did you get that motion in? The one I sent you?
Well, so she ordered. She on the.
Well, fire ants are quite nasty. We got the question, what are fire ants? We have bull ants in Australia. I only know fire ants from The Princess Bride. Great show, by the way. But these are fire ants, and they bite. They're just little red ants that are just quite disgusting. I don't enjoy them. I don't enjoy them, and I don't know how she's getting fire ants, but and it's Florida. There's fire ants all over Florida. So they're copper brown in color with a darker abdomen. They're pretty small, 2 to 6 millimeters, and they're found in a variety of sizes within the nest. They swarm and bite, and yeah, they're not fun. They aren't fun at all. But that's what a fire ant is. That's why I said it couldn't happen to a better person, a nicer and more deserving person.